welcome to Bring Your Own, everybody. It's very exciting. I'm going to get all of the logistics out of the way first, and then I'm going to kind of introduce what we're doing here now. The garbage is on the left side as you're coming by the entrance. To my left, as you're going facing the fence. There is recycling in a bin on the other side over there. There is beer being sold at what looks like a tarot card reading little kid's table with a pyramid of beer on it. It's very college-esque.
My name is Liam Daniel Pierce. I am the founder of Bring Your Own. It's a live pop-up storytelling series. It's very nice. I like it a lot.
I want to do something that people would remember for generations. I want to pull the prank of pranks. I would build a bomb. And I would bring it to school. What?
I worked for an organization called StoryCorps, which is an oral history project. It's nationwide. People go down, and two people who know each other sit down and talk with each other about something they both know about. They interview each other. And I also, on top of that, was doing this event called The Moth, which is a little bit more like our storytelling series. Competitive live storytelling series where people go up and tell a story on a theme, and then there's a winner. I liked that format a lot, but I felt like there was a lot of intimacy missing from it. It was a little bit cold. The judges put up numbers for people's stories. It just felt weird to quantify something like that. So I just envisioned this concept of a little bit more low-key place where people could share their stories, and stories about themselves, stories about things they care about.
It's been great, we should get dinner. Whereupon he pointed to the back of his jumpsuit, which read, LaFleur County Prison. And I would like to say that was an isolated incident, but unfortunately, it was not.
To promote the event, we send out an email and we ask for people who want to tell a story to respond to it. And so a lot of our storytellers come that way. We put out a call and they say, this theme sounds really interesting. I have a story in response to this theme. I'd like to tell a story. So sometimes they come to us. Other times we'll meet somebody at a party, or we'll think about somebody who we've just started working with and we'll say, wow, that person, every time they talk, I am on the edge of my seat. They should come to Bring Your Own. So I think we're kind of always on the lookout. I sort of have like a Bring Your Own filter that I put on when I'm in social situations, and I say, I recognize a good storyteller in a way that maybe I wouldn't think about otherwise, now that I'm sort of on the hunt and recruiting for this project.
No matter how many emails are sent out or Facebook invites are sent out, really explaining what the theme is, and how many times the host says what the theme is, there's always one speaker that completely ignores the theme. Tonight, I am that speaker for you.
The biggest challenge in any event, I think, it can be a show, it could be a movie, it could be any type of ongoing series. The biggest challenge is after the hype and after the initial excitement, how do you keep people engaged? How do people who went 1, 2, or even 3 times still want to come back? 6 months in, 8 months in. How do you have an audience that keeps coming back? How do you not only spread the word and widen the net, but how do you keep people coming back? And so there was a lot of figuring out who are we and what are we doing here.
She's improved, to an extent that this August she's getting married to a person who I don't completely hate.
New Orleans is a place where there's a really thriving artist community. A lot of the people that we see at the events have their form of expression, right? They might be filmmakers, they might be writers, they might be visual artists, they might be dancers. The common thread, or the heart of all of those forms of expression, is storytelling. No matter if you're a photographer or a sculptor, the art of the story is central to the work that you do. Bring Your Own can sort of serve as like a pool for artists of all varieties. This is the core of what a lot of us do. So yeah, I think it appeals to people from a wide variety of disciplines because it's so universal and so easy to relate to. I definitely think it serves as a networking opportunity for different artists from different backgrounds.
We're almost there. Here comes the ambulance. And this dude, and this obnoxious bastard with his
gunshot wound or his heart attack or whatever the problem is. Like he's just, in the way. And, we have a real emergency in the back. And
I think that people tell stories for a variety of reasons. You have people that are artists and they want to create something beautiful for people to hear. You have some people who are entertainers, right? They want to make people laugh. And then you have some people who I think genuinely, and I think this is the most common scenario, have something that it feels important for them to share and it feels important for them to become vulnerable. I think that's why it's an important space and why it's different from other storytelling events that I've been to. There is a vulnerability that I think is really inherent to almost all of the stories that makes it feel intimate and it makes it feel comfortable and it makes it feel like you're telling a story among a group of friends and it's being really well received and you're able to sort of have some level of catharsis. So I think that that's important, and even if everybody doesn't use it that way, I think it's important that it offers a space that could be used that way.